everyone, today I'll be reviewing this brand new movie dropped on Netflix called The Silencing, and this movie it is starring Nikolaj Coster from Game of Thrones, Annabelle Wallis from The Mummy, and this movie is directed by Robin Pront. And when I saw this movie was coming on Netflix, I was really excited to see because I do like Nikolaj Coster as the actor. He's a really good actor. Of course, he was really amazing in Game of Thrones, so I was excited to see this. So this movie, it is kind of like a murder mystery slash thriller type movie. And in this movie, we see Nikolaj Coster. He's playing this dad who lost, like his daughter went missing 5 years ago. And he never got any closer, like what happened to her. And we see in this movie, he's still searching for her and he refused to have a funeral for her. I guess in this movie, we see he's this alcoholic and he works in this animal sanctuary in this wildlife place where he protect that place, like you cannot hunt an animal or anything like that. And also we see Annabelle Wallis in this movie. She is the sheriff, and this movie takes place in this like a mountain town life place. And we see there is one girl, she was murdered there, and we see another girl goes missing. So this is kind of like a serial killer slash mystery thriller movie. And I thought this movie, it is actually, I don't know how this movie's score on Rotten Tomatoes really low. And after watching, I went there, I was like, what? This score doesn't make sense, because I personally found this movie, it is actually quite engaging. Once you start watching it, you cannot stop. You're like, whoa, what is going on? And also there is another interesting character is this sheriff's brother, who looks like in this movie he was abused and he comes back. Oh no, he doesn't come. I guess the sheriff, she went back to take care of her brother in this movie. So this movie goes like around all this character. And of course, when another girl who goes missing later, Nikolaj Coster, when he find her, this movie become even more, mysterious, because as the audience, you're like, is Nikolaj Coster, is he the killer? Because this movie, the way it was set up is, so this movie does have a lot of twist and turn. End of the day, I'll say this movie overall, it is quite good watch for me. Also, same time, I thought this movie, like in this movie, all the acting was quite good from all the actors. Like you really believe them, you really believe their conflict and their problem. I thought all the acting was really good, like it was quite engaging, their acting too. All the character development is also quite good in this movie. Although there is some question left about some of this character. The only thing I didn't like in this movie, I will say the killer's motive. The killer motive, I felt like it didn't always make sense. Like end of it, I had many questions about the killer motive. I wish they had more scene with the killer. I guess they wanted to keep him in a suspense. That's why they didn't show. But still, it didn't affect overall movie's enjoyment in for me. So I'll be talking about spoiler here. If you have not seen this movie, I think it was good watch, especially if you like Nikolaj. It's worth checking. And so in this movie, I guess the only thing I didn't like is the killer, because the killer, I felt like what is his reason for killing all this girl? Okay, I get it. Why did he kidnap Nikolaj's daughter? Because he was drunk and he just left his daughter in the car. Okay, maybe I buy that. But why he was killing all the other girl and why he was cutting their throat? Some of this, this movie left with many unanswered question. End of it, I was like, did I miss something? Because, okay, maybe the killer was weak, honestly, I'm trying to say here. I didn't like this, the doctor from the morgue is the killer. He was killing all this girl because he said, none of these girl, if they are killed, nobody will look for them. Nobody will miss them. It's so harsh end of this movie. I was like, really, man? So you're kidnapping all these girls because you think nobody will miss them. But your daughter was killed by a drunk driver. Doesn't make any sense. The killer connection with for him to kill all these girls. Yeah. The ending, or should I say, still ending is interesting. The killer motive is not, however. It feels like that was it didn't felt like how serial killers that kills people for there wasn't any big reason for him. Although I do understand why would he kidnap Nicholas' daughter? Why did you kidnap other girls? Although he did give explanation, but it's not enough. But overall, I still thought this movie was actually quite interesting. I did like that he works in this wildlife place where like they reserve animals life. I like that. I really like that about this movie. I felt like I learned a lot. Overall, Nicholas Coster, he was quite good in this movie. Both all the acting is actually quite good, and I really like this movie. And that's my thought on this. Let me know in the comment what do you think about this movie. If you enjoyed this review, don't miss your other reviews on other movies. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. Until I see you next time, please take care.